Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily. On today's show we're continuing our coverage of the Arc'teryx Alpine Academy by looking at the films they show here. Now on Saturday they premiere various movies that haven't seen the light of day yet, and we got exclusive access to the athletes who are taking part in them. We are here in the Arc'teryx Alpine Village, and if it's a little bit noisy, that's because it is a little bit noisy. There's thunder, there's a river nearby, people are building stuff, but it doesn't matter because I'm here with Adam Campbell and your film In Constant Motion. I'm not the best runner in the world, but when I watched that film the whole way through I was totally gripped because it is an amazing story.
For my entire life, my physical self has been how I define myself. I think better in motion, I'm happier when I'm in motion, I'm just a person in motion. If you're not moving, you're dead. That's always how I've seen it. In a moment, I had that taken away from me. In 2016, I was sort of moving more and more towards fast alpinism and like FKT style running. And I was trying to do a big traverse in Rogers Pass, British Columbia, which is known as a really famous ski destination, but it also has phenomenal alpine terrain in the summer. We were trying to do a link up of 14 peaks, and essentially I had a really bad fall in some 5th class terrain, and I fell over 200 feet and broke my back and my hip and ankle. And the movie is about my recovery from that, some of the life lessons that came from it. The doctor told me that I'd probably make a full recovery. Do you know what a full recovery means to me? I might be able to do like some light sport, or does it mean I'm going to be the athlete I used to be? The day before, I was one of the best mountain athletes in the world. Just like that, I was gone.
That's good.
For whatever reason, maybe the drugs or something, when I was in the hospital bed, I signed up for a 100-mile race called the Hard Rock 100 in Colorado. And it's a race, it's really special to me. I finished 3rd at that race twice in the past. And I think I was also just trying to feel normal again. Like I was a little bit scared in the hospital about what my future was going to be like, and if I hadn't been injured, I would have signed up for it.
So you sign up to the race and you're in hospital with a broken back, having operations, having all this, and your head is like, I'm going to run 100 miles really soon. That's to me, that's unbelievable.
I couldn't walk at the time, so it was maybe a tad ambitious. I probably should have started with like a 5K or like walking around the ward or something. When I had the accident, I had 2 partners with me, Nick Elson and Dakota Jones, and they were able to come and crew me. And literally they thought they were coming for a body retrieval. So to be able to come out and share time in the mountains with 2 really good friends, I think it was also important for them as well. So it was just a really, really special moment for all of us.
A lot in the film you talk about how you had to kind of readjust kind of who you were almost, because your life, as is the film title, is constantly in motion, and suddenly you've got this reality that you may not be able to do that anymore. How hard is that as an athlete to have an injury that devastating and then have to reassess everything?
Yeah, no, it's wild. I mean, from the moment I had my accident, literally as I was lying there in a pool of blood and on this scree bed at the base of the mountain, not moving was the most important thing to me. Like, and for my whole life, movement has meant like you're alive when you're in motion. Like I just love moving, and in that moment, not moving was what was going to save my life. Stopped being about the results about halfway through the race, and it really did just become about pushing myself. And that's been another interesting shift for me, is challenging myself used to always be very subjective to other people, or really, sorry, objective based around other people and competition. And through the accidents, it became very subjective, and I had to really internalize it. And it literally was just, what is the best that I can do, and kind of not worry so much about the outcome anymore. And that's been a really powerful shift for me.
Awesome, well, Adam, it's an amazing film. The link is in the description below, as of all the films we're going to talk about today. So thank you very much, and good luck, and maybe see you on the trails at some point. So the second film we're going to be talking about is this lady Sylvia's film, and it's called Space and Silence, and this is going to be the premiere of it here at the Arc'teryx Academy. It's mainly a skiing film, but just tell me a bit about it and the process that took place for you to release it.
Okay, so it's a film about my home mountains, the Dolomites. We've been discovering this place, which is the widest and wildest mountain range in the Dolomites yet. And it's really hard to assess because of it gets really dangerous easily. And the whole movie, it's about discovering this place and sharing this experience with a bunch of friends.
And for people who don't know who you are, just tell us a bit about your background in skiing and how you got to this place in your career.
So I was competing in the Freeride World Tour for a few years. Then after some sad losses of some friends in a very short time, I decided to stop competing and take time to fight against a bit of the fear that I had after all these losses in the mountains. And so, yeah, the movie, it's about this process of coming together in this very relaxed mood, not stressy any moments or not anything crazy, extreme, but just really trying to process everything and enjoying the moment and the place.
So coming to another film now, and we've got a climbing film for once, and we're on a portal edge with Nina Caprez. Nina, just tell us a little bit about your movie, what it's about, and what's involved in it.
So it's a movie with and about a Greenspit. Greenspit is an organization who is developing new cliffs, bolting new routes. And so we were working with them for this movie because they developed a very, very, very cool new cliff in southern France.
The cliff in the film looks unbelievable, because like that overhang at the top, how high is that thing? Because it looked like a monster pitch.
So that thing is like a 40-meter, perfectly, slightly overhanging, just I don't know, wall coming out of the ground. And so it offers perfect rock climbing on limestone. I have to say that the grades are pretty tough, so it's only hardcore climbing. But it's also Greenspit's idea was also just okay, if the crack only offers little structure, it will be hard, but I mean that's the future in climbing. So they really respected the features, and they opened some very, very good new pearls, and we're excited to show that, yeah.
And for people who want to see the film, where is it being released and when can we watch it?
So there will be the World Prime tomorrow night, Saturday night, at the Arc'teryx Alpine Academy in the village. and then it will be shown a little bit on festivals, but not like into internet for a long while, because it's cool. It's cool to make films and to present them, and I think it's also an important message behind. It's not only just like showing like a new hardcore climbing video. It's really like, hey, do you think ever about like who is putting up new routes under a cliff? Yeah. So that's good.
It's true. It's something we take for granted, I think, often. So it's nice to see you guys developing it and having somewhere new. Cool. Well,
yeah. Well, I was not developing. I was just climbing, but I helped them to spread out the message.
Awesome, Nina. I can't wait to watch the full film. Thank you very much. Next film.
I didn't see many places in the world like this part of Patagonia, no? These mountains for me are incredible. They have all the history of bad weather that made them famous, no? From the beginning.
If you are lucky, you will ski maybe 1 or 2 days, but if you are unlucky, you won't even ski.
So the final film we're talking about is an epic ski movie based in Patagonia called Empire of the Wind, and I'm here with Johannes and Thibaut. So guys, for people who don't know you, tell us a bit about yourselves and about the film.
Yes, I'm Johannes Hoffmann from Innsbruck, Austria, and yeah, I'm a skier for Arc'teryx for more than 7 years now, I think. And yeah, about the film, was an epic experience in Patagonia with lots of bad weather and at least some skiing, yes?
So Thibaut, the film title Empire of the Wind, but as you said, we're expecting some weather here. Patagonia is notorious for it. How bad was it out there?
It's difficult to explain how bad is it if you haven't experienced Patagonia before. Sure, we knew it would be like a mission, but like in the south, down to Chalten, it's not a mission, it's a nightmare or something. I don't know if there is a word to describe it.
Far from everywhere, you don't have anything, access is difficult. At the end, your backpack is quite heavy and you need to carry it.
So we're right in the position where you rely on your own skills. You have to check the weather, you have to go out there, you have to dig a snow pit, you have to see how the snow is.
Here you still have the sensation, the feeling of a pristine mountain.
So when you arrived, we know Patagonia to be a sort of climbing mecca. Were all the climbers looking at you with the skis just thinking like, what are these guys doing? Did you get any kind of odd looks?
Yeah, there were some climbers we already know from the Alps. They were quite jealous because there was so much bad weather and so much snow. They wanted to climb, but I said, oh, they brought skis, I want to go skiing.
If people want to watch this film, I know it's being sort of premiered here, but when is it being released in its entirety? When can people see it?
Well, like here is mostly the beginning of the film festival tour. So it starts here. We will be in Austria in August, in Switzerland, everywhere in Europe and in the world from now to next year, actually, 12 months. And now we are talking with some TVs too to get this scene on like some channels like maybe National Geographic. So we see it's a bit early. What we know is like we will be able to watch it online on Vimeo on demand next fall, but I don't have any more details now.
Well, I can say, having seen the teaser, it's like a feature film. The music is incredible. And if you guys want to watch that teaser, the link is in the description below. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. And I'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Thanks for that, guys. If you want more information on those films, the link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.